Okay, I really need to get my Man of Steel script done tonight. You know, people really like the Dark Knight movies. I know. I'll do the same thing with Superman. Haha, yeah. I'll name it Man of Steel. Hell yeah. This will be realistic as hell. I'll scrap the Boy Scout stuff. Instead, he'll be a mopey Superman. And I'll make it so his dad doesn't want people to know about his superpowers. He'd rather die than have his son come out. As a superhero, of course. Not as gay. But, ooh, side note, diversity. I'll start the movie off on Krypton. It's gonna look so cool and so alien. There'll be a bunch of animals, like huge, dragony, flying alien creatures. I'll make it like a barren, rocky planet with no plants. Just rock everywhere. Wait, that wouldn't make sense. What would these alien creatures eat? No one will notice. So on Krypton, people will be engineered and bred to fit a societal role. But Superman, he'll be the first baby born from two people boning in years. I'll make it so that Superman's dad was bred to be a scientist and the rest of society is supposed to believe their science. So soldiers, like General Zod, are bred specifically to take orders and follow them, and to put Krypton and its citizens first. Politicians are supposed to give the orders, but are also supposed to believe their scientists' science. So Superman's dad will find out that Krypton is about to blow up and he'll admonish the political leaders to evacuate the planet. But they won't believe him. Also, General Zod, he'll attempt a coup at the same time and he won't listen to the leaders or Superman's dad when they tell him to stop. Wait a minute. Something doesn't feel right. It's probably nothing. So Superman's dad, he'll decide to save baby Superman. He'll need to send him to Earth where, due to the yellow sun, he'll have incredible powers. So he'll do that, and then he'll also send a codex of Kryptonian DNA that Zod is gonna really want so that he can recreate more Kryptonians. Also, I'll make Superman's dad kind of a selfish asshole, and he'll send Superman with holographic messages of only himself but not his mom. But then General Zod and his posse will show up and kill Superman's dad. Then he'll get outfought and then caught by other Kryptonians that were never even bred to be fighters like Zod. Yeah. Then, at his trial, he and his crew will be given a super inhumane sentence of life frozen in the Phantom Zone. At this point, I want people to really understand that General Zod really wants the Codex and so really wants to find Superman. Like, really bad. So just as Zod and his crew are being encased in dildo ships to be sent to the Phantom Zone, Zod will yell out to Superman's mom, "I will find him. I will find him. I will find him. I will find him. I will find him." I just really want people to know that he really wants the Codex and to get revenge. I'll do a time skip and get to Earth where we'll see Clark Kent, Superman, working on an oil rig that'll blow up and begin collapsing so I can showcase his powers. And in front of all his co-workers, he'll literally walk through fire, tear off a steel door, and he'll even hold up the rig tower that weighs tons from falling until everyone's gotten to safety. But this will never be mentioned in the news or anything like that. After that, we'll just kind of see him, moping around as he goes from place to place and job to job. Also, I'll throw in a bunch of flashbacks of him as a kid, discovering his powers and holding back from beating up bullies. Because remember, his dad said no coming out. I'll even make a scene where he saves his schoolmates from drowning and his dad will scold him and even hint that maybe he should have just let them die rather than risk being made. Then his dad will tell him that he's the answer to the "are we alone" question, because even though it's obvious that Clark's an alien because they found him in a fucking spaceship and he has superhuman powers, he'll take this piece of metal from the ship to a scientist, and his scientist friend, he won't be able to find the metal on the table of contents. But for whatever reason, this scientist, he'll never reveal this to nobody. How should I write Lois Lane? I'll get a redhead, and instead of her not knowing that Clark Kent is Superman, she finds out like immediately. This is a very realistic take. People were gonna love this. So Krypton will blow up and then Zod and his crew will escape the Phantom Zone. Then they'll find out that Superman is on Earth and go there. But for whatever reason, Zod's gonna want to tell Superman the entire plan. Wait a minute, that's kind of stupid actually. Everyone always makes fun of Bond villains that tell anyone who will listen the entire villainous plan. Oh well, oops. he'll invite Clark onto his ship to tell him the plan. He just will. And I'm too lazy to write a better story. Anyway, inside Zod's ship, there's Kryptonian atmosphere. So once he's inside the ship, even if he's Superman and he's able to survive in space, you know, without even being able to breathe, he'll get sick because he's not used to the Kryptonian atmosphere. The audience are just gonna have to overlook that inconsistency. Here's crossing my fingers to that. Okay, so Zod will reveal to him that rather than make Mars or any other uninhabited planet into Krypton, he's gonna do that to Earth by killing all the humans with their world engines. Superman's gonna be like, no, you're a monster, Zod, and I'm gonna stop you. Nobody better take credit for that line. Proud of my shit. In the middle of the movie somewhere, we'll throw a super cool fight in the middle of Smallville. We'll also throw a bunch of product placements like 7-Eleven, IHOP. I can totally use that ad money. That'll be for my new Mercedes, yeah. Then, towards the end, I'll have Superman destroy one of the world engines that Zod is using to turn Earth into Krypton in the Indian Ocean. And so that it's not too easy, he'll first have to fight these unnecessary tentacles. Yeah, everybody likes tentacles in movies. Also, Superman, he'll get pinned down by this stream of energy that's making Earth have Kryptonian gravity, and so this is making him weak. Luckily, all he has to do is take several steps to the side to escape it. Nah, that's way too easy. I know. For whatever reason, he won't think about it. He won't think about taking 2 steps to the side, and he'll just lay there getting weaker and weaker. But he'll summon enough willpower to finally get up and fly to the side and destroy it by swooping back into the beam's origin at the last second. Nah, I should make it a little bit harder. I know, he'll just fly straight up through the beam and into it. That'll make it way more intense. Yeah, I can't forget about Lois's contribution. So I'll have Lois Lane help destroy the one in New York, Metropolis, by making sure that the rod goes in all the way. That'll create a black hole that'll suck everything into it. And I really mean everything. While this is happening though, she'll fall out of the airplane and she'll start falling to the ground. Wait a minute. Something doesn't seem quite right here. Black hole, sucking everything up and in, yet Lois falls. I don't know. Whatever, sounds fine to me. Anyway, she's falling while everything else is gonna be being sucked upward. And at the last second, Superman will save her. And as thousands of people are going to be dying all around, Superman and Lois are going to share a nice kiss. This is going to be so realistic. Take that, MCU. After that, Superman will get back to New York. Metropolis. And then just fight Zod in the middle of the city. And I mean, they'll just keep punching each other over and over and over and over and over again. They won't ever show signs of fatigue or that they're about to be defeated. It'll just keep going on for a really long time. They'll completely destroy building after building, just wrecking the city. Wait, maybe I should make Superman lure him away from the city. Nah, I think the fans want utter citywide destruction. That's gonna be awesome. Actually, wait, maybe if I do it so that Superman tries to lure Zod away from the city, but keeps failing for one believable reason or another, and repeatedly shows concern for the people like in Superman 2 when Superman fought the Kryptonians in Metropolis in that movie. And maybe also like in that movie, both Superman and the bad guys show signs of vulnerability. Like again in Superman 2 in the battle at Metropolis, when everyone thought that Superman might have even been dead. Maybe I should do that here. Nah, they want destruction. They're gonna love Zod. Zod's gonna be a great villain. He'll learn to fly and control his power, and he'll tell Superman, I am a warrior, bred to adapt fast. And then they'll just fight even more, and keep fighting. And when the audience thinks it's all over, more fighting. It'll just be ineffective punch after ineffective punch after ineffective punch. And then the movie will end with Zod and Superman in this building where Superman will have Zod in a chokehold, but Zod, he'll see a family and he'll try to kill them with his eye beams, but Superman will hold his head so he doesn't. But the family's pinned, kinda. They could run away, but they'll just kinda sit there, because if they ran away, it would take away the intensity. So to save that family, instead of flying up or turning Zod's head another way, he'll just snap Zod's neck. He'll have to if he wants to save that family. So Zod's gonna die. And Superman, he's gonna get the job at the Daily Planet where nobody recognizes him because he's gonna be wearing glasses and go by Clark Kent. And also, the entire city of Metropolis has been completely fixed in a matter of months. Hey, we don't know. Maybe in this universe people can do that super fast instead of taking years like in the real world. The end. Here's my realistic script for a Superman movie. I cannot wait for the sequel.